Nanjing, 1937, Battle for a Doomed City by Peter Harmsen. Nanjing, 1937, Battle for a Doomed City is author Peter Harmsen's follow-up to Shanghai, 1937, Stalingrad on the Yangtze. With Shanghai, Harmsen looked at the opening moves of the Japanese campaign that year and the deadly street-to-street fighting that broke out in the Chinese city. With Nanjing, Harmsen continues the narrative and explores the brutal fighting that took the Imperial Japanese Army from Shanghai to the Chinese capital. The book is military history at its finest. In a relatively short work, Harmsen captures the epic nature of the conflict as he easily transports readers from the dirty fighting before Nanjing's walls to the drawing rooms of foreign diplomats, from the harrowing drama of fighter cockpits to the courts of various heads of state, from the uncertainty and terror of civilian expatriates to the deliberative councils of generals. Harmsen presents the sino-Japanese conflict in all of its horror and humanity. Harmsen also briefly discusses the atrocities that broke out in the city once it fell to the Japanese, a subject covered by the late Iris Chang in her brilliant work, The Rape of Nanjing. Harmsen's focus, however, remains the military narrative, something that often gets obscured when considering the unprecedented level of depravity that the Japanese forces engaged in when the city fell. Of particular interest, I enjoyed the delicate game that the Soviet Union was playing at this time, arming the Chinese and even supplying them with pilots, while at the same time not wishing to engage in a direct conflict with the Japanese. Also, the position of the German government, which ultimately had to choose between its traditional ties with China or to back the Japanese, who appeared to be the coming power in Asia. From start to finish, this is a wonderful look at a troubled time in world history. If you are interested in World War II-era military history, you would do well to read Harmsen's brilliant book.